Hi, I'm Marty Nemko. Sure, some people overcome their procrastinating ways, but many others feel they must live with it. Here are some careers in which procrastination tends to take a smaller toll. First, a couple of careers where performance is minimally time sensitive. Craftsman, or I guess should I say finishing. Master cabinet makers, sculptors, music composers, and so on are not expected to produce by the clock. Another example, director of or principal in a long-term project. For example, book writers and researchers tend to have slack in their deadlines. And now here are some careers that have built-in deadlines which keep you from procrastinating and which require little prep work, which could also make people procrastinate. Psychotherapist or psychometrist. When the client rings your bell, even the worst procrastinator will answer it. Tutor. If a teacher can afford to make less than do most public school teachers and forego teaching's non-parental benefits, many teachers decide to be a tutor. Here are some niches that tend to pay well. Tutoring autistic kids or adults, dissertation completion, and preparing students for a high-stakes exam such as the SAT, GRE, MCAT, or LSAT. Haircutter. This career usually sits near the top in job satisfaction surveys. That's because you work in pleasant surroundings, you succeed with most customers, and if you wish, you can build ongoing relationships. Athletic team trainer. To prevent and address injury, you have to be there before, during, and after practices and games. Of course, many other careers have structured time demands, but I decided to include athletic team trainer here because many people find that career rewarding and because it requires more psychology than one might think. This article originally appeared in Psychology Today. You see, trainers often have to tease out whether the player really is healed enough to go back in the game, and surprisingly often, the trainer serves as a sounding board or a father confessor. I guess mother confessor. Dentist or dental hygienist. This is another deadline-driven career with a perhaps under-considered psychological component. Your job often requires you to give bad news and to inflict some pain. Whoops, we're not supposed to say pain, we're supposed to say discomfort. Certainly being psychologically attuned helps. Emergency medical technician, paramedic, emergency room doctor, or nurse. When the siren blares, even an inveterate procrastinator is unlikely to say, I'll deal with this later. And finally, military employee. Procrastinators sometimes join the military to put external restraints on their procrastination. If you procrastinate a required task, you might hear, get down and give me 100 push-ups. That sometimes can cure procrastination in a hurry. But no matter what your career, it certainly helps if you can procrastinate less. If you'd like to reduce your delaying tactics, one or more of these might help. 1. Make the task easier by jiggering it to emphasize your strengths. 2. Remind yourself of how good it will feel to get it over with. 3. Work in no more than 1-hour stints. Unless you're on a roll, more than an hour of work in a row is too painful and will make you want to procrastinate more in the future. 4. Struggle with a roadblock for only a minute. If you haven't made progress, decide whether to keep struggling, come back to it later, get help, or that you can do the project without the hard part. And 5th and finally, accept that most success requires getting comfortable being uncomfortable. Animals, from paramecium up to humans, avoid discomfort. But only humans recognize that the long-term benefit of certain short-term uncomfortabilities are more than compensated for by the long-term pleasure, success, or contribution. In any event, I thank you for watching. I'm Marty Nemko. Feel free to give us a thumbs up, or if needed, a thumbs down, to hit the share button and share on your social media, to make a comment, or to subscribe. In any event, I do thank you again for watching. I am Marty Nemko.